Hi, it's Grace and welcome back to my channel. I thought this week we'd go through a few of my favourite breakfasts from Monday to Friday, so hope you enjoy the video and let's get started. So I started off by toasting a bagel which I'd cut in half before then going on to start cooking a couple of eggs. So I do use spray oil when I cook my eggs just because I don't like really greasy and oily eggs. I don't think it's very nice and sometimes it comes out rubbery, so yeah. Another thing that some people may find strange that I make sure of is that once my toast is done, I always just leave it in the toaster to cool off, just because I personally don't like, soggy bread once you put something warm on the plate instantly. So once the eggs were done and the bagels were cool enough, I went ahead and opened a new pack of cream cheese, and that was very hard to open. Like I was struggling with it for, I don't know, maybe a minute and a half. But yeah, I put some cream cheese on the bagel slices, just because I love cream cheese. I guess you could use butter or hummus or whatever spread you like, but yeah, I just love cream cheese. I put it on a lot of things, can't lie to you. So once I had put the cream cheese on the bagel, I got my egg slices, my fried eggs, and put them on the plate. As you can see, I was not having a good egg day. As soon as I put it on the bagel, it just broke. Yeah, so not a success today. The final thing I did was add some chicken and steak seasoning, which is so good, by the way. I also added some salt, and that was breakfast on Monday. Okay, so breakfast number 2 was on Tuesday, and I had one of my favourites, which is oatmeal. So I started by adding half a cup of hot water from the kettle to the pot, before then adding half a cup of oatmeal to the pot. And the oats I like to use are porridge oats. They're very large sort of flakes, and yeah, I just like them because they have more of a texture, I guess, not just mush. Usually you would want to have 1 part of oats to 2 parts of water, but what I've done is started with 1 part oats, 1 part water, and then I have lost the footage, but once all of that water was sort of soaked into the oats and it started getting, thick and dryish, I did go in again with half a cup of milk and let that cook down to sort of the consistency I wanted before I then poured it into my bowl. So as you can see here, I then topped it with some high protein yogurt. I like the Skir, I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, I added that to my bowl. I had the honey flavouring at the moment, but you can use whatever you want. Then as you can see, I then went in with some raspberry conserve. Again, you can use raspberry jam, strawberry jam, whatever floats your boat, and then finished off with some granola, and there we have it. A very simple, very quick, very tasty breakfast. On Wednesday, I was feeling something very simple, so I thought maybe I'd go in with a bit of avocado toast today. I started off by making some iced tea with this cold brew tea bag that I saw in Poundland as I was walking by. And yeah, I just thought, let's give it a try. To be honest with you, I do not like this at all. I do judge it up a bit later, but wouldn't recommend. Yeah, so I started off by, opening, cutting, whatever. I did the avocado the way you do avocados. I always struggle with the seeds. You have to tell me whether this is just me. Like it's a lifelong struggle every single time. But yeah, finally got free. I did cut up 1 half of it into cubes and put the other half away for a snack later in the day. So once I'd done all that, I just scoop. I don't have time to be mashing other things in bowls. I'm literally too lazy for all that washing up. So yeah, I just mashed it right there on the toast. Into a nice pattern at least, not too lazy, but yeah. And then I went in with some chili flakes and some basil for flavour. Yeah, I don't like plain stuff. I did add some salt as well because, I don't know, salt makes things taste nice, but not too much. I'm not a fan of salty things. Just gotta add a bit so flavours get enhanced. And then, usual egg cooking process. Sprayed the pan with oil. These eggs were so watery, and as soon as I popped that one, I was like, yep, today's a scrambled egg day. Yeah, definitely not fresh eggs at all. Like, look how liquidy that looks. So I then added in a couple tablespoons of milk. That was probably a bit too much milk considering how watery the eggs are, but it's okay. And stir it up, and I do always mix my eggs and my milk in the pan because, again, I don't want to do extra washing up, so yeah. what I do is I cook it on low heat, and you know, once I see that the bottom has set, I scrape everything into the middle before shaking out the pan. At this point, I added in some cooked onions left over from burgers the day before. So yeah, usually you'd want to sort of cook these first, I guess, before you add the eggs, and then continue with the process. The final thing I added was a large handful of spinach. I added a lot of spinach because it was about to go out of date basically, so I was like, gotta use a lot of spinach today. I also don't like my spinach super wilted in my eggs. I feel like it makes it watery, so that's why I sort of leave it at the end, and I did turn the heat off as soon as I added the spinach as well, so it can, like, you know, get a bit softer, I guess, but I don't like wilty spinach at all. But obviously it's everyone's preference, so you could just add in your spinach and let it wilt. Okay, so we are back to the iced tea, and yes, I do add some stevia to it, and I also added some lemon juice because, as I said before, this is just not it at all. It's not very nice, but yeah, zhuzh it up a little. It tastes better. Or maybe it's the flavours that aren't it, because usually, actually no, I do drink peach iced tea, like when it comes in the bottle at the stores. It's just the cold brew. No, not a fan at all. But yeah, so I put my scrambled eggs on my toast, and that was Tuesday's breakfast. So good. On Thursday, I was really wanting something light because the day before my mum had made fresh bread rolls, and I ate quite a few. So I thought I'd make a smoothie bowl, but my mum did want a smoothie, so I thought I'd show you what I was making for her first. I started by adding blueberries, and again that spinach that was about to go bad, and then some coconut milk as well. And then blended that up, you know, the smoothie life. Mix and blend, mix and blend. So yeah. It's gonna be a lot of silence. How's everyone doing? Has everyone had a good week? Yeah, me too. And then went in with some oats, just because I feel like if you want to have a smoothie as a meal, or a smoothie bowl as a meal, you just need some oats in there. Like, you are not gonna get full, don't lie to me. So yeah, added some oats to that. Before blending again, shocker, and a little bit of honey for sweetness, because we don't like no bitter smoothie in this house. So yeah, and that was my mum's coconut blueberry smoothie complete. You don't taste the spinach at all, but obviously you get the vitamins, antioxidants, all those benefits. Yum, yum, yum. And it doesn't go bad. And then for my smoothie bowl, which was my actual breakfast on Thursday, again starting with blueberries, because who doesn't love blueberries? And then I added in the oats straight away. Before adding protein powder, I actually made a mistake here. I got too excited. Usually I put half a scoop of protein powder in, but you know me doing my shots, trying to, you know, get through this filming, put in a whole scoop by accident. So yeah, it was fine. It was very, very strong protein powder flavour though, so I'd recommend you put half a scoop of protein powder in your smoothies. So yeah, I then went in with, I think it was a spoon of my high protein honey yogurt and 3 spoons of my coconut soya yogurt, which is so good by the way. And then yeah, I had this blending issue. I found this so funny. Yeah, make sure you shake before you blend, guys. And that is basically, oh, I added a tablespoon of coconut milk because the blender just wasn't doing it, just wasn't getting through all those frozen bits. Very sad. So yeah, maybe you'd want to use a more high-powered blender for a smoothie bowl as opposed to a sort of smoothie blender, because, you know, a bit liquidy there, but it's okay. I topped it with some almond butter because I love almond butter, and you know, fats make you fuller, so yeah. Almond butter and fruit is so good, and peanut butter too. Don't hate on it, try it, guys. Then added various cereals because I like crunch. So yeah, I've got my Cocoa Pops, my Special K, and my granola. Then added some chia seeds, and that was Thursday. Friday was definitely the longest breakfast to make, but I just woke up wanting something hearty and warm, so I decided to make some shakshuka. I started by sauteing some onions I had diced up. I used half an onion. Yeah, just because that's the right amount to use, I guess. I don't know, it's everyone's preference again. I like onions, maybe you can use less, maybe you can use more, but I did end up using 1 can of tomatoes in this, which to me equates to half an onion. So after that I did let that go for a couple minutes before then adding some salt, garlic powder, paprika and cumin powder, and then letting that go for another couple of minutes. Once that had, you know, all cooked down, I added around a tablespoon of tomato puree, because I literally hate tomatoes. So I don't know if I've mentioned this, I hate tomatoes unless they're like cooked properly. But obviously canned tomatoes, they just have that acidic taste, so you just have to add some tomato puree, it takes away from it. I then let that go for about 5 minutes, I think, and then added in chili flakes, and then let it go for another 5 minutes before adding around a teaspoon of honey and you know, a bunch of basil. I don't know how much that was, I just poured it onto my hand and went for it. But yeah, once it has sort of thickened down to that sort of consistency, that was maybe 10 minutes in total, or 15, I don't want to lie to you, I can't remember though. I made some little wells for my eggs, which I then cracked into the pan. And once I had done this, I did leave them on low heat in the pan for another couple minutes so that the bottoms could cook before popping them into the grill at 200 degrees. Yeah, for about three or 4 minutes. I check at 3 and then wait till 4 until it's the sort of consistency you want, I guess. Usually I would eat this straight out the pan at uni, but I put it on a plate just for you guys, and as you can see, the eggs are fully cooked, still a runny yolk, how I like it, and it was delicious. So yeah, that brings us to the end of today's videos. If you're going to try any of them, I would 100% try the shakshuka first, because it was amazing, and I literally at uni would have this maybe once every week, once every 2 weeks minimum. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first one here next Thursday 4 PM. And yeah, thanks for watching, bye.